Hi, my name is Leah, and I love sharing music and stories and ideas that are helping me to live more intentionally. I want to help you open an escape hatch. The other day, I was talking with a friend who was reminiscing about a time when she lived in the inner city, in an apartment without much access to the great outdoors. And one winter, she was just craving, longing for the experience of going on a beach vacation. She did not have beach vacation money, but she had beach vacation dreams. But she kept feeling this longing and nurturing this desire in herself so long and so deeply that she decided to take action. And what she did was she turned the heat up in her apartment when usually it was way too cold so she could afford the bill. But for this one afternoon, she turned the heat way up, 85, 90. She pulled her beloved palm trees together from the windows into a center spot in the middle of her apartment. She put on a bikini top and a sarong, slathered on sun-tan lotion with that coconut smell and that little bit of acidic aftertone. She's put it all over her body and she laid on a towel underneath those palm trees in that tropical heat and experienced that dream in reality. And now my friend is a world traveling community builder. She has the opportunity to climb the mountain she wants to climb, to go to the beach when that's what she desires to do, and serve and help other people in the process. Wonderful person, wonderful story. I love that when she told me that. I know sometimes we feel stuck in a rut, in a funk. We feel like nothing is changing. We've reached a plateau and it's just all the same scenery all the time. But what if I told you you could change on a dime? You don't have to be stuck. The secret is actually relatively simple. It's to reverse engineer this quote that's attributed to Albert Einstein. He said, "The definition of insanity is doing the same things and expecting a different outcome." Well, what if we expect a different experience, and in order to get that, we take different actions? Sometimes taking different actions can be more difficult than it sounds. So maybe we need to take a step back and start thinking different thoughts. Sometimes it might be beneficial to change the physical scenery. And sometimes all we really need is to adjust the internal scenery, the thoughts we're thinking, the things we're focusing on, the stories we're telling ourselves. I remember a teacher sitting an apple in front of a class and then another fruit that we had never seen before, small and brown and bumpy, and asking which of those we'd prefer to taste. The common response was, well, the apple's safe. We know what that is. But when we're willing to take a chance to try something different, we have the potential of discovering something different. Now, if somebody set an apple and a lychee in front of me today, I'd probably try to get both if I could. And lychee is still not my favorite, but it opened up a world of experience to me that I hadn't had before. And so the invitation, when we're in a moment when we feel a need to open an escape hatch and get out of our routine, is to do exactly that. Think something different. Try something different. Do something different. It doesn't have to be something crazy. You don't have to go to the roof of your building and shout through a megaphone unless that's what you're feeling called to do. But maybe you can change up your morning routine. Maybe you can drive to work a different way, as they say. Maybe you can walk to work. Give yourself a little extra time. Maybe you're working from home. And so today, instead of having your sweatpants on at the bottom of your outfit, maybe you put on the full suit. Maybe you'll treat yourself to a lychee the next time you're at the grocery store. You'll grab a piece of fruit that you couldn't have identified without the label. Any little moment, an opportunity to shift ourselves out of the typical is an opportunity to open ourselves to something new. And this song for me is one of relaxation and invitation into a whole different mindset. As soon as we start singing the song, I start feeling like I'm in a different place. And if nothing else that I'm sharing works for you, remember that the rocks and the river are part of who you are. All you need to do is return to them in spirit, and they are with you. This chant is by Meredith Buck, and it comes in 3 delicious parts. The first one: lay yourself down in the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. The second part goes, listen, let the river be your guide. Let the water decide. Lose yourself in the meantime, listen. And then the third part just sings, listen, 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 listen. Let's put those 3 together. The Eel River Chant by Meredith Buck. Lay yourself down in the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down in the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, lay yourself down in the rocks. Let the river be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, lay yourself down in the rocks. Let the river be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, lay yourself down in the rocks. Let the river be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Listen, lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, lay yourself down in the rocks. Let the river be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Listen, lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, lay yourself down in the rocks. Let the river be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Listen, lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, lay yourself down in the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. So how about you? What do you do to shake things up? I'd love to know how you get fresh, get refreshed, stay fresh without saran wrap. What do you do to keep yourself from feeling stale? To reinvent yourself when you feel, okay, I've reached a certain level of experience and it's time for something new. How do you peel off that snake skin? What works for you? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. As always, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, to reach out to me at my website. Let's stay connected. Let's keep talking and sharing perspectives with one another. It's a wonderful way for us each and all to grow. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you soon.